It's time for SEC Pigskin Picks, live from Catfish County, featuring Coach Billy Jack Hoover, Shelley Sizemore, and me, Professor Thorndike Sinclair.
Thanks, Professor. I'm in a pretty good mood for a change. My Catfish County boys play the first playoff game tomorrow night, and they're excited about that.
So you're actually pleased?
Well, not really. Yeah, we outscored our opponents 880-0 this year, and we have 8 seniors going to D1 colleges. But, well, it's hard for me to say, but we did...
Allow 3 first downs this year?
Quit rubbing it in, Professor. I guarantee you we will not allow any first downs during the playoffs, or I will eat my hat, and yours too, Professor. But we're not here to talk about my boys. Let's talk about SEC football.
All right, we were 6-1 last week, Coach. That makes us 65-12 for the year.
That's pitiful. But it's a whole lot less pitiful than lots of people who get paid a lot more than we do to do this.
I'm curious. What do you do with your salary from SEC Pigskin Picks, Coach?
Buy scratch-off tickets. You?
Scratch-off tickets. You ever win anything, Coach?
Free ticket every now and again.
Me too. You know what they call playing the lottery?
What?
Investing for dummies.
Now I'm depressed, Professor. Talk about football.
New Mexico State visits Auburn.
Now, Auburn's done for the year, but I guess they've got enough to beat New Mexico State. What's next?
Georgia will ride the momentum from the Florida game to destroy Ole Miss. Conversely, Florida will be in a real bad mood, and they'll take it out on poor Missouri, who came into the SEC a year too early. The Tigers just couldn't overcome the injury problem. They'll be more of a factor next year. What do you think about Vanderbilt against Kentucky?
Vanderbilt's going to win that game. They're still a brainiac school, but they are 4-4, and they're going to a bowl again this year. Jordan Rogers accounted for 217 yards through the air against UMass, throwing for 2 TDs and running for another one. Kentucky is simply horrible. Vandy will win, and they're a shoo-in for a bowl. T. Martin should have stayed at Kentucky instead of bolting for USC. That was a big blow for the Kentucky offense. Thank goodness basketball is just around the corner for the Wildcats. There's got to be a couple of slacker games, Professor. What are they?
They sure are. Troy visits Tennessee. The Vols are 0 for October, dropping a heartbreaker to South Carolina. But they're still an SEC school, and they're still going in the right direction. This one will be ugly, Coach. Arkansas has been improved over the past couple of weeks. Still, they couldn't beat Ole Miss last week. They'll exercise some demons Saturday against Tulsa.
Exactly, Professor. Next, let's talk about Saban versus the Mad Hatter. Alabama hasn't even been in a close one this year. LSU was supposed to be their game of the year, but the Bayou Bengals can't move the ball. What do you think?
The Tide takes their steamroller to Death Valley, where LSU has had a bye week to digest their loss. They're ranked number 6. Did you watch the Bama versus Mississippi State, Coach?
Yep.
Can LSU derail that?
No.
We agree, Coach.
Call Shelley, Professor. She's at this week's Slobber Knocker Game of the Week. Texas A&M versus Mississippi State. Hey everybody, this is Coach Billy Jack Hoover with some great news. We just got our brand new website started. It's www.beaverdamusa.com. Now it's not finished, but check it out. www.beaverdamusa.com. Now back to the show. Alright, slackers, we're back with SEC Pigskin Picks, live from the Beaver Dam Roadside Tavern. We're joined now by Miss Shelley Sizemore, who is at this week's Slobber Knocker Game of the Week, Mississippi State versus Texas A&M. How are you doing, Shelley?
How do you think I'm doing?
Uh-oh, I know that tone. What's the problem?
What do you mean, what's the problem? You sent me to College Station for this game.
Yeah.
Well, this game isn't in College Station. It's in Stockville.
But...
How do you think I felt when I checked into the hotel in College Station and the front desk clerk, who ain't never watched a football game, I guarantee you that, said that the game was away this weekend?
But
my... Coach, I've been on a bus through Crockett, Carthage, Nacogdoches, Shreveport. Well, actually, I had dinner there, and it was pretty good.
What did you have?
Quit trying to change the subject, Coach. Then I got on another bus to Monroe, then had to hitchhike to Shreveport. I did stop for a Civil War tour in Vicksburg.
Did you learn anything?
Yeah. I I learned that General Ulysses S. Grant's armies converged on Vicksburg in May of 1863, entrapped Confederate General John Pemberton's forces. Soon, Vicksburg surrendered. With the loss, the Confederacy was effectively split in half. You want to know what else I learned?
I'm afraid to ask, Shelley.
I learned that to get from Vicksburg to Starkville, you got to hitch a ride on a chicken truck. I'm going to have feathers in my hair till Thanksgiving.
Talk about the game, Shelley.
Well, Texas A&M quarterback Johnny Manziel is called Johnny Football. That's a great nickname, but it is well deserved. He led the Aggies to a 63-21 shellacking over Auburn last week. He was so productive, he was already showered and ready to hit the town before the fourth quarter even started. Meanwhile, Mississippi State was overpowered by Alabama. Coach Dan Mullen will rally his troops, but Johnny Football will upset the disappointed Bulldogs. Look for a Texas A&M win. And I just thought of something, Coach.
What's that, Shelley?
If you thought the game was in Texas, that means you didn't book me a room here, did you? Coach, if I have to sleep on a bench, you're going to hear about it when I get home.
And so long from the Beaver Dam Roadside Tavern. For Professor Thorndike Sinclair, this is Coach Billy Jack Hoover. Now remember, follow me on Twitter at Coach Billy J. And follow Shelley at Shelley Sizemore. Now give me 20, slackers.
I'm making my own reservations from now on.